if I accelerate a lot, it kind of sounds like, yeah, not so good.
In first gear, second, third?
I think all gears. So, once again, I'm back in Quito after my Amazon tour. Luckily on the way back, the road was open and I didn't have to do that ridiculous detour again. And I also got an oil change done on the bike because that was well overdue. But I've noticed there's a little bit of a noise coming from somewhere around the engine area. I'm getting some vibrations in the foot pegs, and when I'm running the bike full throttle, it's just not really sounding very good. So I think it may potentially be the wheel bearings in the back. I gave the wheel a spin. It does sound a tiny bit gritty, so that could be causing the vibrations. So I've booked an extra night here in Quito, and I'm going to go down the road, get some bearings, and then hopefully find a mechanic to help me put those in. All right. I think this is probably the third video in a row where I've been leaving the same hotel. The scenery will change soon. I'm going to Colombia next, so hopefully going to cross the border there tomorrow. Hopefully I can make it to the wheel bearing shop without making any cock-ups, because every time I've gone through the city I've taken a wrong turn somewhere. I'm useless with using Google Maps in cities. Alright, that wasn't too hard. I think the bearing shop is just up here. This is the place. Hola, buenos días. Y necesito dos.
Del primero, dos.
Sí.
De
dos.
este, dos.
Sí.
El otro, uno.
Uno, solo uno, sí. Well, that went all smoothly. They had the bearings I needed and one of the brands I recognized. So now I've got to find the mechanic, and which I marked one out on the map called Moto Hell. Sounds good. It's got good reviews anyway, but yeah, it's just down the road, so hopefully I can find it okay, and hopefully they can have a look today, because pretty sure the wheel bearings are a quick job. I could try it myself, but I'll probably cock it up. Alright, here we go. The mechanic should just be up here. Here it is. Oh my god, I did that without making any cock-ups. Miracle. What else?
Los rodamientos se sienten bien. You feel the bike is irregular, accelerate.
The acceleration is okay, but if I accelerate a lot, it kind of sounds like, yeah, not so good.
In first gear, second, third?
I think all gears, yeah, and there's more vibration in the pedals, and the foot pegs. Yeah, there's more vibration.
Maybe I can test the bike.
Okay, yeah, sure. Didn't even realize there's an old DR in here. Awesome. Look at that.
And the carburetor feels good. The bike feels tired.
On this trip, it's been 8 months. I've only drained sometimes.
Only drain.
Only drained, not clean. Yeah,
Yes.
so could
Maybe
probably clean.
we can check the flat.
Yeah. And the needle?
And the needle.
Claro,
Yes.
okay.
Maybe it's the problem when the needle is soft.
Yeah.
This movement, the gasoline don't pulverize.
Yeah. So Angel reckons that it might be the carburetor, so I haven't cleaned it the whole time I've been on this trip, and obviously it's been many kilometers. I've only drained it a few times, but he knows DRs pretty well, so that's really confidence inspiring when you get a guy who knows the old DR, so it's in good hands. So I'm just going to leave it with him today, and then this afternoon I'll go back and hopefully it should be good to go. So I've just had word that the carburetor was dirty, so they've given that a clean out. The needle was also worn in the carb, so they've replaced that. The spark plugs needed replacing, and the secondary air filter was dirty, so a few little things there. At the moment they're just putting the bike back together, so I'm just killing some time in the park while they do that. Then they'll give it a road test, and hopefully the bike will be all good. Alright, Angel has given it a test ride, and he said it is running mint, so let's give it a bit of a whirl. Oh, that sounds way better. You can feel the immediate power difference also. Right, how do I get around here? Oh god, I'm not going the way I thought I was going to be going. Oh well, let's see what happens. He's also taken the snorkel off the air filter. It lets a bit more air in, which is better for high altitude, so yeah, that's a hell of a lot better. You can just hear the sound as well. Grunty.
Okay.
For sure. Muchas gracias.
Yeah, amigo.
I'll leave a review on Google for you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Suerte.
Gracias. Okay, leaving this hotel for the last time. This is a very familiar sight. Exiting and entering this building. But today I'm going to Colombia, new country. It's going to be about a 4 to 5 hour ride to get up there, I think. So up to the border, and then I'm staying in a town, Ipiales, I think it's called, just on the other side of the border. And there's a really massive looking church that goes over a bridge or something like that. It looks pretty cool on the photos, so I'll try and check that out tomorrow maybe. Dealing with some lovely morning Quito traffic. Brutal. And this bike sounds good now. It's probably like 20% more power now that the carb's been cleaned out. Oh yeah, I'm officially in Colombia. That was a pretty smooth process actually. Took a little while, an hour and a half, but that's not too bad. And they were some of the, or actually the most friendly border officials that I've come across on the trip so far. Super helpful, really friendly. I was a bit worried about my number plate as usual, and especially because the other day I got a guy to clean it with a water blaster, and he blew one of the letters clean off, the J clean off the plate, so I had to redraw it on with a Vivid. I wonder how the driving's going to be in Colombia. That was pretty good in Ecuador, not too bad. Buenos dias. I'm up nice and early-ish today, and I'm going out to Santuario de las Lajas, which is an old 18th century Catholic church on a bridge. The photos look absolutely amazing, so I'm going to go check that out for a couple of hours and then go from there. Let's go. So the church is down in this valley down here. I just got a small glimpse of it before. It's only 15 minutes away from Ipiales, so only a short ride to start the morning. Hola, buenos días. ¿Hay estacionamiento? ¿Izquierda? Oh, ok. ¿Cuánto cuesta? 5,000 pesos? ¿Por cuánto tiempo? Oh, okay. Okay.
Tucked into the canyon of the Guaitara River near the Ecuadorian border, the Santuario de las Lajas is one of Colombia's most breathtaking landmarks. Built into the rock face and spanning the river on a dramatic stone bridge, the neo-Gothic church looks like something that defies reality. Its story begins in 1754, when an indigenous woman and her deaf-mute daughter took shelter in the canyon during a storm. According to the legend, the girl suddenly spoke, saying the Virgin Mary was calling her. And soon after, an image of the Virgin appeared on the stone wall behind them, the image that still remains visible behind the altar today. The site quickly became a place of pilgrimage. After several earlier chapels, the current church was constructed between 1916 and 1949. With its soaring spires, stained glass, and cliff setting, the Santuario is not only a site of faith, but a marvel of architecture and legend.